You got to drop in knowledge, B?
I got to drop in knowledge. So here's my drop in knowledge I thought was interesting. Barack Obama approved how many drone strikes in his tenure?
A bunch, right?
Yeah, what would you say?
Give me, I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say. 542 drone strikes.
Figured more.
Yeah. Of how many people? This is in non-battlefield areas, okay, where American forces were not directly engaged, including Pakistan, Yemen, and Somalia.
So like targets?
Yeah. So non-battlefield areas. So not like, yeah, exactly. So in
like
cities.
There's a high-risk target in there.
Yes, yeah, high-value target.
Yeah, an
right.
ISIS member might be behind that. They can't get them.
Correct.
So they blow up the fucking building.
Yeah, so how many people do you think we've killed in the past since that? Since
out of those 500?
Yeah, 542 strikes.
5,000.
3,797.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. What I think is very interesting about that is that the United States keeps such specific numbers. Whenever you for the most part, and Radiolab did a really interesting thing on this, when you okay a drone strike, it actually has to go through legal counsel. The White House has a legal counsel, so a number of lawyers that will have to look at the legality of ordering the strike.
The way the pros and cons.
Yeah, and whether or not it's legal, whether or not you're able to kill. You know, when Obama launched the attack on Alawaki, who was a American who was preaching in, I believe at the time, Yemen, killed a 16-year-old son and him. Later on, intelligence came out that this guy was directly involved in killing Americans and et cetera, et cetera. But it was very controversial. It had to go through a lot of legal hurdles. I think that's a very good thing that you've got that before we can kill somebody, the United States has to go through lots of civilian oversight, and we can't forget that.
Did you see today that they're doing a ban on like laptops, certain things out of those countries that like
majority Muslims,
Syria, like the same
yes.
where we're banning their refugees,
Syria, Somalia.
So there's a ban on from their airport flying anywhere, especially here, that they can't use laptops, iPads. They have to check them in, and this is all I needed. I'm like, God, that kind of sucks. They can't have laptops on a flight. Like, no, because of our intelligence, they know that that's the next big move, that they're going to use those to create conflict. Right. So once I heard that, like with our intelligence, we don't want to get in details. We can't have that on planes. I'm good. Fuck it. I'm good. I won't bring mine if it, I'm good with that.
That's going to be challenged in court. All these things are being challenged. It's very tough because Trump got himself in trouble when he called for the entire Muslim ban. And
different though. Same with like, you know how you have to check your shoes, how you can't have certain things on the plane anymore? That's pretty easy to deal with.
My worry is that every time we impose a restriction on ourselves, the terrorists are winning. And listen, it's a very complicated thing. And as technology becomes more available to bad players.
Are the terrorists winning? When's the last terrorist attack on a plane?
I mean, and terrorists could be winning in a different way.
As far as restricting our travel?
The way we live our lives.
Kind of. So you have to wait 10 minutes at the airport.
No, it's more than that. It's giving government agencies like the CIA and stuff more authority to spy on us, and that has always led to tyranny historically, which is why, without going into it, the founding fathers warned us about that.
You mean spying on us as far as
you want to make sure that you don't.
But what do you do? Government... I get that, but what do you? So we find out that the terrorists there was a shoe bomber. He almost pulled off, would have blown up that plane. So we know they want to do it. So listen, we don't want just. Don't worry about your shoes. Just that it's a rare occasion.
That's again. You're right. I mean, this is a very sticky, troubling problem because
it's kind of
how
not.
do you keep
to me,
us
it's
safe?
Not that sticky. Like the thing with laptops. If our intelligence goes, we know they're building these laptops where they can detonate them on the plane. Let's just not deal with this. Let's force them to check these in. Because I don't think they're just pulling it out of their ass going, okay, no hats either on the plane.
No, I mean there are certain things we are going to have to deal with and contend with, like that maybe, where if this seems like a clear and present danger to the security of the American people,
which is
and
what
the United
our
States,
Central Intelligence.
If that's the case, then there are unfortunately going to have to be certain measures.
You have to. You can't be the Wild West.
You need to make sure though that all other options are being exercised and on the table, and there's transparency. I don't know.
Or it's same with fluids. I can't over 8 ounces. Yeah. Cool, man. Don't fly with over 8 fucking ounces. Because we know they were going to try and blow up a plane with over 8 ounces. Mm-hmm. It's not the end of the world. Mm-hmm. Check your shit in, or just don't fly with over 8 ounces.
Yeah.
Cool.
When the intelligence agencies
They're doing
have
it for a
these things,
reason.
you got to listen to these guys who are trying to keep you safe.
Yeah, they're not making this shit up.
The other thing is that there's all this you hear a lot of people saying the CIA controls this and that. The CIA is also responsible for keeping us. The intelligence agencies in our country are there to keep us also safe. When the shit hits the fan, you're gonna want to feel safe. And the fact of the matter is that's what law enforcement is there for. It's just that we all know that government agencies should have watchdogs, should not grow too large, because like all agencies, like all entities, they're going to want to have more power over you than you want over them. Who governs the governor? Central question of political philosophy. Who governs the governor? The people should always govern for the people, by the people, of the people.
Boom, boom.